Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day. So today in this video, we are going to learn about the scene design. So this scene design is an important part of the theater and production. So when we watch a play or a film, the story does not rely on the actors. The visual environments, what we see on stage, also helps us understand the story, the mood, and the message of the performance. So let's move to the learning outcomes. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to first is to define scene design and explain the purpose and importance in theater and production. The second one is the letter B is describe the elements, visual components and styles used in effective scene design. And lastly, apply the basic do's and don'ts of scene design when creating or evaluating a stage setup. So let's start with the question, what is scene design? So scene design is also known as scenography, stage design, or set design. So this is the creation of scenery for theater, film, or television. Its main purpose is to build a visual environment that support the story being told. So scene design helps the So now, what is set design? So now let us differentiate it from set design. So set design refers to the creation of the physical space where the performance happens, and this includes the scenery, furniture, props, and the overall appearance of the stage. So this term is commonly used today because it applies not only to the theater but also to film and television, making it more modern and flexible. And in simple terms, scene design focuses on the overall visual concept, while the set design focuses on the actual physical elements on stage. So now let's move to the elements of scene design. So in this scene design, there are four elements of this. So first is tell the story. So this set should help explain the story, and the audience should understand the setting even before the actors speak. Second is create the mood. So scene design helps establish emotions such as happiness, fear, mystery, or sadness. And then the third one is create composition and focus. So this design should guide the audience eyes to important actions or characters on stage. And the last one, the fourth, reveal the space. So this set shows how large or small the area is, and how the actors can move within it. Now let's move on to the five visual elements of set design. So effective set design uses five visual elements, and the first one is line, and this lines guides the audience eyes and create movement or direction. The second one is the mass, and this refers to the uh, size and weight of objects on stage. And large objects feel heavy and strong, while small objects feel light. And the third one is the composition, and then the composition is uh, how everything is arranged on stage to create balance and harmony. And then the fourth one is the uh, texture, and and this texture adds detail and realism, making the set feel more alive. And then the fifth one is the color. So in this color is the colors affect mood and emotion. For example, dark colors may suggest uh, sadness or mystery, while bright colors suggest um, joy or energy. So in this design, there are two styles of design. Um, these are two mainly used in scene design. And then the first one is the representational design. And this style um, present the scene realistically, imitating um, real life, like what you can what you see on stage looks familiar and believable. And then the second one is the presentational design, and this design uses symbolic or abstract uh, abstract visuals instead of um, realism realism. It focuses more on ideas and emotions rather than exact details. So in this scene design, there are materials and devices. So the design process usually starts with the stage floor, which serves as the foundation of the set. And some common devices includes the um, trapdoors, which allows hidden entrances and exits. And next, another example is track and slots. And in this example is um, used to move set piece smoothly. And another example is um, wagons, or what they call this, rolling platforms, which carry large set pieces and allow quick scene designs. And these LED devices are often used in musical theater, where fast and soft transition can be important. So now let's move on to the do's and don'ts of scene design, and let's start first to the do's of scene design. So the first do's of scene design is study the script carefully to understand the story, setting, and the mood. The second one is to collaborate with the director and other designers to create a unified production. The third one is to support the theme and story through your design choices. And then the fourth one is to maintain balance and focus in your visual composition. And then fifth is consider safety and practically when creating sets and props. And then the sixth one is use color, texture, and lighting effectively to enhance mood. And lastly is plan smooth scene traditions for an uh, efficient performance. So let's move forward to the don'ts of scene design. So first, don't overcrowd the stage with too many decorations or page. Second is don't ignore scale or proportion. The design should be the design should be the design should fit the space and the space and the actors. And third is don't let the uh, set overpower the performance. It should complete the actors. Fourth, don't forget audience visibility, and all action should be clearly seen. And then the fifth one is don't add meaningless decorations. Every element should have a purpose. And lastly, don't neglect rehearsal testing, as this ensures movement movements on stage. To conclude our discussion, scene design plays a vital role in theater and production. It helps tell the story, create mood, and support the performance visually when done correctly. And this scene design enhances the audience um, experiences without distracting from the others. So thank you for listening. That is the all for my discussion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.